I'm here with K McEwan of Blogtor who is also the author of these books and is in this film. Could you tell us a little bit about your books?
I can.
Good.
The first one, The Who's Who of Doctor Who, published by Racepoint Publishing, available in all good stores, and some bad ones, no doubt. I was approached by Racepoint Publishing in the US, who emailed me one day to say, would you like to write a book about Doctor Who? It's called The Who's Who of Doctor Who. So they gave me they had the idea, and they tracked me down and said, please write it and we'll pay you money. And so it did very well, sold around the world. Somebody showed me a picture of it in Kuala Lumpur, which I think is near Wales.
In a shop, I assume.
Yeah. Not washed up on the shore. And so it went well, so immediately they asked me to do a second one, and this one was my idea. So it's a big book of lists. So I got together with Andrew Skeletor, an amazing artist who used to do some great work back in the old days for the VHS covers and some of the Target covers, and got him out of retirement, dusted off his easel, if you'll pardon the expression, and he's done some amazing work in there. So we got together and I said, this is the kind of thing I'm doing, and he went, great. So he did an amazing work. So this is just out now, the big book of lists.
How long did it take to write up?
10 minutes.
10 minutes? On each list or just in total?
In total. That was about 4 or 5 months to do, and that's got everything about Doctor Who. This one was a lot quicker, and some of the lists I'd already done, so I just kind of rejigged them, so maybe 2-3 months. But it's a very long process, because you write, send away, and then you get notes back. So it's a long process from start to finish, but the actual writing, a few months.
Well, you write for the Metro occasionally as well.
I write for Metro, I write for Digital Spy, Den of Geek, and sometimes even my own site, Blogtor.
And you do lists on those occasionally.
I like people like lists.
People do like
Yeah, some of those lists, they're not in here, but they're slightly changed. I guess the people who read Metro don't have a lot of time on their hands. They're busy.
Which was your favourite list?
Oh, somebody else asked me that. Maybe the 50 things to look out for in the Day of the Doctor.
What was your least favourite list then?
There wasn't one where I thought, ugh. Actually, maybe part of the end of the book is 10 great things about Tennant and 11 great things about Smith. So the 12 great things about the 12th Doctor. Now, this was written before.
Oh, God.
Before. It's got some of Series 8 in it, because the way it got... It actually goes up to Last Christmas, because it includes Hey Missy in the songs list. It was a tough one, but only because the time was against. Whereas when you've got 11 things to choose about 11 Doctor, you've got 4 years to choose from. The same with David.
Did you tend to sort of go with these 10 things, like, did you put them in a specific order, like number 1 is my favourite of these things, or was it just 10 things?
I tried not to do 10 things. They're all like 7 or there's a few opinionated ones, like underappreciated stories, which of course is entirely my point of view, because some people might appreciate them greatly. Some people don't like the Twin Dilemma. Some people do.
All the stuff with Colin in the Twin Dilemma is brilliant.
Colin Baker. Yeah, so I tried not to have a number 1 was my favourite things. Yeah. They're kind of generic lists, like things like people who've been in Star Wars and Doctor Who, or Game of Thrones and Doctor Who, or, because it's been a while since I've read it. Oh yeah, listings of the times the Cloister Bell was wrong, for example. 13 non-Dalek stories featuring Daleks. So it's not really done...
There's more than 10 of those.
There's 13.
There's 13?
Yeah. According to me, and I should know. So
what about songs about Doctor Who? Because I recently did a list of songs about Doctor Who.
It's not about Doctor Who. I did a list of pop songs in Doctor Who, which there are loads of. In fact, whoa, I just opened it, the right page. 6 times the Doctor predicted the future.
Excellent.
I don't remember writing that.
You'll write it next week.
The £5 coin in Battlefield, wow. 1 page for classic, and then 2 pages for New Who.
Well, they've got more money in New Who, they can pay people. So tell us about Who's Changing. What's this? Let the people know what it's about.
This is a documentary directed by by myself, and we filmed it in the anniversary year, 2013. If you can cast your minds way back that far. And I was working on a web series with a friend of mine, a producer, and we just sat down one day and said, we should really do a documentary together on Doctor Who. And I was like, okay, I've got an idea. I was always fascinated with the way that the Who fandom has changed so dramatically post 2005. In the old days, it used to be, as retold in this documentary, about 90% men and of a certain age, whereas now it's 50-50 and there's loads of young people involved. So I was interested in looking at the sort of factual journey from the 70s to now, but also looking at why people thought this was the case. So we interviewed people like Sophie Aldred, not people like, we actually interviewed Sophie Aldred, Louise Jameson, Dan Starkey, Mead McIntosh, and loads of other people who've been in Who, old Who and new Who, and we also interviewed fans as well, but we also spoke to fans who were younger fans and female fans, which is not a normal thing, because anytime you see Doctor Who being discussed or talked about, or if you go to panels and things, it's always middle-aged men, which I'm bored of hearing about their opinions on Doctor Who or what they have to say, because Doctor Who is all about young people now, like the brilliant Doctor Who The Fan Show, for example.
Oh yeah.
It's all about, well, it's not all about, but the youthful part of the audience is huge now, so I wanted to address that, and so that's what we did, and it's been shown at a few film festivals around the world, available on Amazon. Unanimously had great reviews across the board, not one bad word said about it, and certainly not to my face.
Thank you very much for talking to us.
My pleasure,
It's
baby.
been great. Cheers. Thanks.